What's going on, guys? It's Justin Bradley here from the Painted Lines. You can follow me on Twitter at Justin J. Bradley for more Eagles content. Today I'm going to be talking about a potential draft target for the Eagles, CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma. So CeeDee Lamb, just a quick overview, he's 6 feet, 2 inches, he's 195 pounds, and his stats here per ESPN. So in his career, in his 40 games played at Oklahoma, he has 173 receptions, 3,292 yards, and 32 touchdowns. And then in his final year at Oklahoma, in 13 games, he had 62 receptions for 1,327 yards and 14 touchdowns. So CeeDee Lamb is arguably the best wide receiver in this year's stacked 2020 wide receiver class. In his 3 years at Oklahoma, like I said, he had 173 receptions for 3,292 yards, 32 touchdowns. And in his final year, he had 62 receptions for 1,327 yards and 14 touchdowns. And obviously, with that being said, as you guys heard me say, Lamb shows big play potential. He averaged, in his career at Oklahoma, he's averaged 19 yards per catch, and he even averaged 21.4 yards in his final year at Oklahoma. So, with that being said, he is the perfect fit for the Eagles because he can make big plays. He's able to get down the field and do all those things that the Eagles lacked this year. And because of the loss of Deshaun Jackson. And CeeDee Lamb would be the perfect fit for this offense. Would give Carson Wentz his first ever number 1 wide receiver. As regarding to where he falls, this might be a little bit of a stretch for the Eagles for him to slide down to 21. Most mock drafts have him being selected top 15. I even saw a couple in the top 10. So, but in the draft things happen. So. People fall, people get drafted earlier than people expect. So if Lamb were to fall a reasonable distance, I'd say around 15 or lower, I would definitely make a move to go up and grab him. Or who knows, maybe they don't and he still falls. If I were the Eagles, I'd definitely take this guy. As I talked about earlier, wide receiver, as we all know, was probably the worst position on this team the whole season. As soon as Deshaun Jackson went down, Alshon didn't step up to the plate. Nelson Agholor didn't step up to the plate. They need someone who can need youth, and Lamb would instantly help this unit. And this is the year the Eagles need to take a risk on wide receiver in the first round. The last wide receiver the Eagles took in the first round was Nelson Agholor. But however, this was when Chip Kelly was in charge, and the current Eagles GM, Howie Roseman, was watching from afar after he got demoted when Chip Kelly took over. And Wentz threw for over, and then this stat again, Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards without one of his receivers having 500 or more yards receiving. That's incredible, and just imagine Wentz having a game changer at the wide receiver position, and CeeDee Lamb could perfectly fit that need. And the Eagles do have 10 picks to work with this year. They did talk about this year about using all of those picks, but things can happen. Like I said before in the draft, if it's a reasonable trade, Howie's always looking to move up or make a trade that'll be better for the team. And this is a no-brainer pick for me. And finally, we're going to talk about strengths and weaknesses. Honestly, for strengths, he can pretty much do everything. He does very well adjusting in the game and off the field. He had to play with 3 different quarterbacks in his 3 seasons of college: Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts. Two of those quarterbacks are in the NFL right now. And on the field, Lamb can beat the defense in numerous ways, whether that be in the air or at the start of the snap. Lamb's frame gives him an immediate advantage in the air with the ball in his hands. And then when the ball is in his hands, his frame and his strength can help him break tackles, and he shows great balance, and he's very explosive. So for weaknesses, honestly, I could not find anything on weaknesses for him when I was watching film and reading some things. The main area in which CeeDee Lamb, in my opinion, needs to improve is his speed, but honestly, his speed's not even that bad. He just doesn't have the elite speed that a receiver such as Tyreek Hill from the Chiefs has. Like I said, he averages over 21 yards per catch. With all this being said, to end this, I honestly think CeeDee Lamb's the best wide receiver in the class, and if the Eagles have any chance to get this guy, they need to go do it.